Hello, good morning. This is part 4 of my candle rebrand journey, documenting the process about my candle business, building in public, just to give you guys an idea of what it's actually like in the trenches doing this thing. Because a lot of people with business, they paint like a glorified image, and it's not quite like that. It is hard work, but it can be rewarding. And if you're new here, my name's Jason. I make and sell candles online. It's what I've been doing. Last year I did £80,000 of revenue. This year I want to get to new highs, really make this thing take off. So a bit of an update to where I am. I'm just waiting. I am in limbo. I've sent everything into Amazon and it's just on its way. It may take a week, it may take a couple of weeks for these things to filter into stock. It just takes a bit of time. And with that sort of waiting in limbo feeling, I get hit with imposter syndrome and doubt. I'm normally pretty good. I'm normally pretty positive. I'm normally like, nah, we're doing this. It's going to work. I know it's going to work. I've done it before. It can work. But now I'm sort of double guessing myself. I'm like, have I wasted all my time, all my money? Because I've pretty much exhausted every penny I've got, as well as some credit card stuff. Is it the right move? Should I have just kept doing what I was doing? Or should I have tried something else? I don't know. It's a weird one because you don't know what you don't know, and I don't know if this is going to work yet. So it's just waiting. I think once I get a sale or two, it will be fine. But in the meantime, it's just the waiting. It's, yeah, I don't know. I can't quite describe it apart from what I've said. Yesterday, I think maybe I was extra tired and just a bit sensitive. I've been a bit sensitive all week, actually. A bit tired, a bit sensitive. I don't know why. But today I feel better. Normally in these situations where I don't quite know what to do, I normally take action and just do something, whether it's labeling candles or whether it's making something or editing a bit of a blog. Yesterday I just spent most of the day procrastinating. I just didn't do a lot. And it's annoying because a day off where I have a bit of time is quite rare for me. So I try and maximize the most of it. But there we are. It is what it is. So fingers crossed, this will all work. I know in my gut it will work. I just know it will. It's just proving that to myself at the moment. And I've discovered as well with candle making, and pretty much business in general, it's just problem solving. It's lots of little problems that you solve and do over time. An example of that is wicking. So to get these sort of central, it takes quite a bit of effort. And I started doing it with those metal ones you normally get. I'm trying to find one to show you. The little ones, but they didn't quite sit properly and they kept sinking in and they just kept causing all sorts of issues. And I was going to try and create my own thing, but lo and behold, Amazon sells this. It's a very simple product, but it means I can put my double wicks and they're pretty much central. I do have to maneuver it myself and get them in line, but it works. It serves a purpose. They were cheap and cheerful. I think 100 was 10 quid, something like that. I can upgrade and invest in better ones. You get ones which are crosses and they will be perfectly central. They're about £3 or £4 each, which is quite a lot of money. One day I think it'll be useful because it would just eliminate any human error. But for now, that is what I've got. Same with my boxes. So I was using, well, still am using, these Mug Smash boxes. They're a little bit bigger than what I want, but they are very durable and they're very cheap. And the thing is with candle making, a lot of these websites sell candle boxes, and it'll be like £1 a box. That is too much money. Those are like 35p, 40p. But they've gone out of stock now, the ones I was buying, which is annoying. So it's just another little problem I need to solve. I think that's part of the reason why I was procrastinating so much yesterday. It's because I'm looking for boxes, looking for something else. And then I found these ones, which actually look a bit nicer. It looks a bit more like it's supposed to be. They're just not quite as durable. That's the only problem. And they're a bit more fiddly putting together. And what I want to really do is eliminate the fiddly processes, because they're the ones that do me in and stop me from like doing things, or slowing me down because I don't look forward to the task, because I'm like, oh God, I've got to do that thing and I hate doing it. It takes ages. And they're not too bad. They're okay. I think I can improve my speed and process with it just by spending a bit of time doing it. So that's it really for now. I've made the best part of 250 candles. They're all going into stock. It's just a waiting. Just a waiting. And I don't like it. So I'm trying to do as many little tasks as I can. I've got my A+ content done. So that's basically all the images under it. I've rendered done. I've got basic photography done. It's not the best. I've now paid for the deposit for some professional photography, which will be done, which will add a nice array of storytelling to my brand. The next thing I need to do is record some videos, basically covering what it's like opening the candle, who am I, what the brand is, and there was something else I was going to do, like a mission statement or something like that. There's more videos on there. The next step is, once everything goes live on Amazon, is to get the ads going. Normally in the beginning I spend quite a lot of money on ads, because you just need the data. You need the data in order to work out what's working, and then you can sift through and get rid of the things which aren't working. It is July last year when I started my candle tins, and within the first month I hit 400 orders quite easily. So I'm going to pretty much do the same tactics I did before, and I have absolute certainty it will work, but it's just the waiting at the moment. So in the meantime, I'm literally just doing as much as I can. I'm making as many candles as I can, and just building as much as I can, because I know it's going to work. So I've kind of gone all in, invested everything I've got, time, energy, money, to make this thing work, to get it off the ground, to really make 2025 the year. And it all feels like a bit of a risk, but I think with anything, if you've got an educated risk, it will pay off. That's the thing. Gotta have some skin in the game to get these things to work. Kind of feel a bit like Del Boy now. He who dares wins. That's kind of how it feels. But this is the biggest time and money investment I've made in my candle making journey so far. Normally I do a bit of a proof of concept just to see if it works, but I've literally gone all in, making at least 50 of each cent, getting them all to Amazon. And that's going to be the first crucial step of my business, is getting Amazon flying, just making that a more passive income area of my website. The other issue is I want to try and do everything immediately. So I want to try and get my website flying, get meta ads working, get wholesale orders in, get on Fair, do all of the things. But I need to remind myself just to do one thing very well and then move on and iterate. So the plan is just to get Amazon working, understand it better, do better keyword research, maybe try different products, maybe try some private label products. Once I've got my core candle range going, I've improved my processes, I've saved time and money with everything I've done so far, and just add other things to it to build up my Amazon presence, and just to get that. The most integral part of my business, I think, whilst I'm still working full time, I need something which doesn't rely on me, because sometimes I struggle to get to the post office or get to Every. So people that buy from me directly on my website, it is a little bit slower, but it is a little bit cheaper. And I do tend to add some little freebies and some of the little bits and handwritten notes. But yeah, anyway, hopefully a bit of a shorter video now. Going to keep it under 10 minutes. So yeah, see you later. Like, subscribe if you're into candle making, follow the journey, and we'll see where we go.